What's going on, guys? We are live yet again. I think we've done like almost every day this week. Maybe not Sunday, but at this point, we've gone live like every single day. I will definitely be live tomorrow. I don't know how long I'm going to stay on tonight. I'm kind of tired. It's already 11 o'clock. But the members Discord, every time I think I'm out, they just keep dragging me on back in. And here I am. And I actually got to go do something real quick. I got to go do something. Community. I got to go unblock. What's his name? And I got to find it through a C. I don't know if I'm going to be able to unblock him. I'm going to be honest. I can't find his name. That's crazy. That is craziness. I can't find his name. They don't put him in order. And I don't know how to go find him. I can't find him. But anyway, we're going to talk about UFC 284. Constantly Growing is no longer a member. He doesn't like the channel. I'm kidding. I can't find him at all. I'm looking through a list of like weird names. Look. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is straight up nuts. I can't find his name. I might have ruined him. He might never be allowed back in. I'm going to have to look tomorrow. He's going to have to use his burner. I'm sorry, JJ. I can't find you. I'm looking through this sea of names, and most of them are MMA Joey accounts. I almost just want to unblock everyone and start fresh. Because there's probably about 150 people blocked here. And I don't see. And you can't search. I wasn't planning on it. Funny guy. I wasn't planning on it. But I got roped in. And I figured why not. Send me, JJ, if you're in here, send me your channel name on Discord, real quick. Send me a link to your channel on Discord. I'm going to see if I make you a moderator temporarily. If it'll take you off of there. I don't think I can search. But anyway, guys, we're going to talk about UFC 284. I almost said 283. Community. I thought he would be the most recent one. The worst part is there's all these spam accounts. Oh, I found him. Somehow, it must change it. I found him. There's all these like spam accounts. Watch the Chiefs Bengals live. Yeah, all these. Drop the membership link. I will in a second. You know what? Should I do this? We'll do a poll in the chat. Later. I might just give everyone a fresh slate and just unblock. I mean, there's some of these that need to stay blocked, but I can't go through and manually keep those. So I may just blanket unblock every single person that's blocked on the channel. But I might do a poll because there's a lot of them that are just like MMA Joey impersonator. I don't know. I'll think about it later. Good morning. What's up, TK Boshi? Sorry if I butchered that. I didn't save yet. JJ, you're unblocked now. I didn't save the settings, so I should be able to see your thing. Let me drop the membership link. If I can find it. I don't remember how to get to it. I don't remember how to get to it. Okay. Okay. If anybody wants to become a member of the channel, the link is in the chat. How do you even get blocked? A lot of people trying to get people to say racial slurs. A lot of people just spamming nonstop in the chat, like idiotic stuff. Fake accounts of mine I just ban immediately because I don't want people thinking that's me. What's up, Billy? I seen a message that said Dariush or Oliveira strangles Dariush. I don't know. I retract it now. I swear if I have to start over, you should be able to it should re-up you back where you were. Quick Grasso versus Shevchenko thoughts. I think Grasso is a bit overrated, to be honest. I mean, she's skilled, don't get me wrong, but is she Shevchenko skilled? I don't think so. I mean, Shevchenko's going to have to fall. Oh, by the way, let me stop mid-sentence. I got one of my discs back. It was in the Lost and Found. I went there today, and I got one back. So somebody dropped it off at the Lost and Found. It was the one. I'm worried about both of them, but anybody that was here for the live stream last night, you know. If you know, you know. I got one of them back, and I was so happy to get it back. Rip Khamzat. We'll see what happens. I still don't buy it that fight gets made. I still don't buy it. If somebody rewatches this stream, they're gonna be like, "What the hell?" Anyway, Valentina Shevchenko is gonna fall off at some point, but is it going to be against Grasso? I doubt it, but it's coming soon. Whether it's Talia Santos in a rematch, whether it's Erin Blanchfield, mark my words right now, and there's one guy that's not going to like this because he loves Valentina Shevchenko. Her time is coming soon. Very, very soon. Valentina Shevchenko will lose in the next 2 years. I believe. Hey, I'm glad you found your disc. Yep. Yeah, I found out the person who runs the Lost and Found is there on Thursdays. So I went there, and the box just has a tiny little slit like that. And then all of them are sitting in there next to each other, and I peeped in there, and I saw, because mine's a unique color. It's like a neon orange that not a lot of people would have. And I saw neon orange in there. And I said, yes. And then 2 hours later, the Lost and Found lady showed up, opened it up, got it. Boom. So happy. So happy. I thought for sure someone was going to snatch it, but supposedly people are pretty good about giving back discs because they go there every day to unload the box, and it's always full, apparently, because so many people leave their disc behind by mistake. But anyway, Valentina Shevchenko's time is coming soon, but is it Alexa Grasso? Very doubtful. I don't think anyone's going to go out there and outstrike Shevchenko. And if someone does, it's not going to be Grasso. I picked Araujo over Grasso. And I thought you could make the case for it. 4 a.m., what's happening? What's up? How the hell okay, I already answered that. What's up, Brendan? What's going on, Brendan? What's up, JJ? What's up, Giants fan? Good to see you. Good to see you. Only way Grasso beats Val is if Val falling off a cliff. Yeah. For sure. For sure. But nobody expected Talia Santos to put up a good fight. We're just watching some clips from Tough Season 10 if we could only go back to those days. How was Season 10? Which season was that? Also, I do love the idea that they're doing like former UFC fighters that were cut against like up and coming contenders. I love the idea of like former fighters that we know from the UFC. I might tune in a little bit here and there. I might tune in a bit here or there. To be quite honest. You think Khamzat Whitaker happens because he'll stay at 170 or he'll get a different opponent? I think both, kind of. I don't know. I mean, I think he may stay at 170 still. But I also believe If he does fight at middleweight, I think he'll get a different opponent. I don't think the UFC wants to risk the Khamzat hype on a guy as good as Robert Whittaker. I mean, I think Whittaker could beat Whittaker. I mean, I think Whittaker can beat Whittaker. I think Khamzat could beat Whittaker. But I think it's a massive risk. Where there's so many other good, solid matchups that are nowhere near the level of risk for Khamzat that Robert Whittaker is. Joey, since you're an insomniac, are you staying up till 3 a.m. for the press conference? I'll probably be up till 3 a.m. I probably won't watch the press conference, to be quite honest. My evening routine is staying up till 12-ish, 1-ish, and then laying in bed for another hour or two, and then going to sleep for 3 hours, and then waking up and doing it all over again. I got to get better sleep this year, because that shit ain't good for you at all. But no, I'm probably not going to watch. And hopefully I'll be asleep long before then. I'm hoping. Jump on here for about an hour-ish. And then hopefully go to bed within an hour of getting off. So go to bed by 1. That'd be nice. That'd be sweet. NASCAR Joey Nation, rise up. Darren Hart Jr. Earth is flat. That's funny. That is funny as hell. I made Patty Mills' day by coming on stream. Whoa, pause. Pause. I'm happy that I can make your day by appearing on stream. I'm here. NASCAR, left-hand turn. Left-hand turn. Oh my God, another left-hand turn. Flat Earth. Left-hand turn. And Dale Earnhardt. Jeff Gordon. And man, rip Dale Earnhardt Jr. Wait, no, it's Dale Earnhardt, the one that died. That's crazy. The last turn of the last lap. That's tough. That's really tough. I'm going to watch a NASCAR race one of these days and just see what all the fuss is about. Okay? I'm going to go, how much is a NASCAR game on Steam? I got to start another channel and I'm going to start streaming video games. Let's look up NASCAR. Who's going to watch the NASCAR Heat 5? $14.99. I wonder what the most recent one is. NASCAR 21 Victory Edition, maybe? Is there a trailer? $50? That's a little steep. I'm gonna start streaming video games in the next month or so. Who's gonna pop over there and watch? That's what I want to know. We can talk about MMA and stuff, but I'm wondering who's gonna pop over there and watch the streams. I'm very, very curious. See you at the Coca-Cola 600. Doobie Brothers playing. Going to be a banger. Okay. I will see you there. Hey, Joey. What's up, Sanjay? Joey, what is the storyline of MMA that will gain major steam this year? I.e. fighter pay, drug use, UFC monopoly, etc. I think gambling within the UFC. I think gambling within the UFC will. I know it's already kind of started. I think it's going to snowball into a bigger deal. Hey, you know what I ought to do? I ought to start streaming those trucker simulations. I'm sure there's a lot of NASCAR fans that watch the trucker simulations where they deliver loads and stuff. Tyler, thank you for the $2 super chat. What is the difference between ESPN Plus and Fight Pass? Fight Pass has every old fight ever. Outside of the most recent ones, I believe. That were on ESPN. Most recent. Eventually those go on Fight Pass. And ESPN Plus is all the upcoming stuff since 2019, I believe. Everything for the most part's on there. And ESPN Plus is more than just for the UFC. But Fight Pass also has some lower level organizations that they basically kind of bought up and they're putting on Fight Pass. So you can watch a lot of like regional stuff. Invicta's on there, I believe. Stuff like that. I hope that makes sense. If not, just let me know in the chat. If you don't understand, I can try to explain it better. If anyone else can explain it in the chat better, let me know. If you do have Fight Pass, I don't think you can watch the fight nights live. I don't believe. But you can watch all the old fights. And I think it might take like a week or two after they air on ESPN, or maybe even longer than that. But you can watch every UFC fight that ever happened on Fight Pass. Patty Mills with the $20 holler. Oh my. Patty Mills, I don't know what to say, man. And with the NASCAR flags. Left hand turn, left hand turn, $20 donation, left hand turn, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Jeff Gordon. That's all I got for you for $20 right there. But thank you for the $20, Patty. I appreciate you. And perfect timing. Bryce Mitchell has a fight booked. If that doesn't coincide with NASCAR, I don't know what does. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. NASCAR has become the best inside joke of the channel. Yep. It's going to be one of those things we're talking about, like 20K subs, and there's going to be a lot of people that have no idea what we're talking about. That's the best part about it. Joey, do you follow the arm wrestling scene? Is that even a serious question? Is that a serious question, bro? Do I follow the arm wrestling scene? No, I don't. I do not follow the arm wrestling scene. And can we talk about, I saw some tweets earlier from Dana White talking about massive underdog pulls it off and he's posting slap fights. Dude, he's really talking about these like these are competitive fights. Dude really said massive underdog pulls it off and it's a slap fight. I don't know what to say. I got to use all these super chats. I got to go buy me some new discs. There's a couple I got my eye on. There's a couple discs I got my eyes on. Heard Bryce Mitchell got a fight book. I wonder who it'll be against. UFC rankings. I wonder if they give him Movsar now. That was the original fight. He's going to lose to Movsar. Does Sadiq Youssef have a fight? Dan Ige has a fight, I believe. Bryce Mitchell sitting a number. He might be fighting Movsar. Movsar's going to whoop his ass. Movsar's going to whoop his ass bad. Could be Giga Chikadze. Chikadze was supposed to fight Chan Sung Jung, and Chan Sung Jung pulled out. Could be Calvin Kattar. I doubt it. Does anybody know if Sadiq Youssef has a fight? No, I'm convinced Dana has dementia as well. I'm dead serious. There's he's delusional. He's gotten weirder and weirder over the past like year. I think that he has some type of disease or degenerative brain function that we don't know about. So ESPN Plus only has fight replays from 2019 and forward. Yes, and ESPN Plus also they hold a lot of a massive content library that supersedes just MMA. They got a bunch of the 30 for 30s documentaries. They got a bunch of other live college sports that doesn't air on TV. A bunch of stuff. Let me go to them right now. I'll tell you what they got on there. Yeah, they got a bunch of NCAA basketball. They got a bunch of 30-30 documentaries. They got some hockey stuff. A bunch of different documentaries. They got a massive catalog on here. A bunch of original shows. stuff like that. And a lot of live sports. That, there's so many games that they can't put everything on TV. They got like 6 different ESPN Plus, ESPN channels. They can't put every game on there. So they'll put some of the lesser live stuff, like a bunch of NCAA basketball games. There's like 150 NCAA basketball games. There's cricket on here. Live cricket. Let's check out some live cricket real quick. It's just the end all be all of sports. It's not letting me watch cricket. That's petty. I want to watch this cricket game. But yeah, they got everything. They got the Ranji Trophy. What the hell is that? The semifinals? State cricket. Half the time it doesn't even work though. But yeah, they got majority of the fight catalog from 2019 on. Their search is not very good. Though. Sometimes it's a pain in the ass to find what you want to watch. But if you have ESPN Plus, you can watch all the fight nights live, and you can watch all the pay-per-views, but you have to pay for the pay-per-view. But you have to have ESPN Plus to watch the pay-per-view. But I don't know how soon an event airs on ESPN Plus. I don't know how soon it then translates to Fight Pass. I know it does. I just don't know what the threshold for it is. To be quite honest, I have no idea. That's one thing I don't know. I don't know why I said I don't like. But I don't. Anyway, I appreciate the $2 super chat, Tyler. I appreciate you. Islam discredit the slight slap fighting brand. Dana not going to like that. He's going to pretend not remembering Islam's name again at the post-fight presser. He's not going to put the belt on him either. Watch. He's not going to put the belt on him either. Watch that. Dana's really losing it. I really believe I'm dead serious, guys. And I hate people that do this, but I'm doing it anyway. That play, online doctor and think there's some. As a person who's watched Dana for many, many years, there's something going on with that man. He's way more unhinged than he usually is. And maybe it's pressures that be after, slapping his wife in a club at 53 years old in Mexico. Dana just seems off to me, Dudes comment and fake account to everyone that doesn't like slap fighting. They continue to just force slap fighting down your throat as on the UFC Instagram and the UFC Twitter. And I've been checking the comments. It's nothing but negative feedback. And Dana, there's some people who like to act like online criticism doesn't get to them. And Dana is one of those people, but it really does get to him, Like, there's nothing people can say to me online that's going to get to me ever in a million years. Like, just going, I went and played disc golf with 2 buddies earlier today. We talked more shit in 2 hours than anyone online could ever talk to me in, next 2 years. So there's some people that can't handle that. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. But Dana is getting a lot of criticism, a lot of heat. He slapped his wife in a club at 53 years old before starting a slap fight promotion. My nose is itching bad. And he has that kind of, I don't know, but he kind of has that quack doctor he's advertising, and he's trying to get as many scam artists as possible to do brand deals with. And Dana, don't get me wrong, Dana has to be intelligent to achieve what he's achieved. This is so annoying. My mustache is just tickling my nose. But I think Dana for too long has thought that he's the smartest guy in the room at every turn. And I think when he's not, or when he doesn't make the right decisions, he can't accept any criticism at all. And instead of thinking, like when somebody criticizes me, and this is what you should do, if it's constructive criticism, I know some of it can be harsh, you should look at it and be like, is this true? Is this possible? Should I adjust? Should I take a step back and recalibrate my thought process on this? But Dana, in his mind, he's always right no matter what. And I do believe that he likes to surround himself with yes men. And he's one of those guys, I mean, I'm sure you guys have seen a movie before or a show that has this. He's one of those guys that probably has workers underneath of him that don't like to go to him and give him unfortunate news. Because he's the type to kill the messenger, in my opinion. And I just think maybe because he's under intense pressure, because, he slapped his wife at 53, and maybe, I don't know, he just can't handle the fans' criticism. At some point, even if you endure it for years and years, being criticized by hundreds of thousands of people per day, some of them right in their criticism, some of them not, and to just constantly be under that pressure. And then he's the type of guy, he says, I don't read that shit. He reads everything. He reads everything. He's checking Instagram comments. He's checking Twitter responses. Dana's life has slowly revolved around social media analytics. Oh yeah, this gets so many hits on Instagram. So many impressions on Instagram. This is the most popular thing we do. The traffic we get on this. All he cares about is hits on social media. The bullshit. Oh my God, the fucking Friday gets millions and millions of views. I wish people would stop watching that shit. I don't even want to hear it anymore. He lives in a world where I believe he's obsessed with social media. And when you live in a world where you're obsessed with social media, and then you surround yourself in real life by an echo chamber of yes men, and then you see all these people going completely opposite of you online, and then on top of that, you made the most catastrophic error of your life, or at least one of them, and you did it on camera, and you gave everyone that hates you every bit of ammunition they could ever want. And then now you started a promotion, I guess, if that's what you want to call Power Slap. And I don't know, I'm not a TV ratings guy. I don't know what's a good TV rating, what's not a good. It's not looking like it's doing too well. And Dana's the type of guy where there could be some people saying to him, right, I don't think this is going to work out. He doesn't want to do that. He's the type of guy that never admits he's wrong. And if Slap Fight fails, or Power Slap, whatever the hell that is, if it fails and it gets canceled, mark my words, I want you guys to remember this stream. He'll pretend like the MMA media was out to get him, or the mainstream media was out to get me. And that's why it didn't achieve what it should have achieved. And that it was getting millions of views on social media. It does great views compared to this and that on social media. But mark my words, if it does fail, when it fails, it won't be his fault. It'll be the media's fault. It'll be the mainstream media. It'll be the MMA media's fault. They weren't pushing it. They weren't promoting it enough. Or, it was a great idea, but, the powers that be didn't want it anymore. Or TBS, decided. Look, let me put it this way. When Power Slap inevitably fails, it will be somebody else's fault, according to Dana White. But he's definitely been acting more unhinged lately. It's actually kind of scary considering, how powerful he is among the UFC. And this isn't just me being like a Dana hater or anything. I used to like Dana. But Hold on 1 second. What the hell is that? Okay. I am so dumb. I just saw something on my desktop that said please read, and I never clicked on it. I never even noticed it before. But yeah, it'll be someone else's fault when Power Slap fails. And I don't know. I really do believe there's something going on with Dana. It seems like he gives off the vibe that he's having a severe midlife crisis. And isn't he past that at this point? Isn't midlife crisis like in your mid-30s and mid-40s or something? But, yeah. I hope that was a good enough answer for whoever asked whatever they asked. I don't even remember where we got into that. I don't even remember where we were at. I don't remember what was going on. Guys, do me a favor if you haven't already liked the stream. I would greatly appreciate it if you liked the stream. Run up the likes. We got almost 80 people in here. We got 20 likes. It helps the channel a lot if you like the stream. Also, we're on the road to 10,000 subscribers. Subscribe and turn on notifications right this very second. Scroll down, double check, make sure you're subscribed. Oh, it was Islam discrediting Slap, and then it was Dana's really losing it. He should step down. So I should just get ESPN Plus, not Fight Pass. If you want to see all the upcoming fights, get ESPN Plus. Get ESPN Plus. Dana really been tweaking recently. I'm glad I'm not the only one seeing that. I know I just went on like a 10-minute rant about it. I'm glad I'm not the only one seeing that. This weekend is lit. I'm excited. Alexander the Great, Jon Anik voice. Dude, I hope Jon Anik doesn't throw out any of them corny one-liner, pre-scripted one-liners. The title is staying in Dagestan. Oh my God. If I had to hear some dumb shit like that. Yes or no in the chat. Who is joining me for my UFC 284 watch along on Saturday night? Yes or no in the chat. Are you joining me? What's up, Joey? How was your day? My day was good. My day was good, my friend. How was yours? Volkanovski has done the unthinkable. Volkanovski breaks through at 32. Nah, it's going to be like, Australia, you have yourself a double champ. He will go down in the history books. Alexander the Great takes the lightweight. Stop it. Make it a baker's dozen. Look, here's what Volkanovski brutally KOing Islam Makhachev is going to look like, right? Makhachev's going to be plotting forward, right? He's going to be plotting forward, a little bit of sloppy striking. Volkanovski's going to duck under a jab, leap forward with a leaping right hook, clip Islam on the chin, drop him, follow him to the ground, brutally ground and pound and finish him, right? Herb Dean's going to pull him off. It's going to be a late stoppage. And Jon Anik's going to be like, Alexander the Great just became double champ. And then it's going to be like, Whopper, 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 Junior Bacon, Double Whopper. It's going to be a BK commercial. And then they're going to come back and they're going to be like, make it a baker's dozen. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. And the belt is staying in Dagestan as Islam Makhachev submits Alexander the Great. No shame in what he tried to achieve tonight. He went up a weight class to fight one of the most dominant fighters of the last few years. And he failed. But there's nothing to be ashamed of. If Anik is really that annoying, what would be something he could say that would really please you? It's all over. That would satisfy me, Earth Rocker. Mr. Arm Wrestling. I think that's how it's going to go. Volkanovski will brutally KO him, and that's going to be Whopper, 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 Junior Bacon, Double Whopper. Dude, all the video, the like reels I've been seeing with the Burger King commercial is hilarious. There's one. Let me see if I can show you guys this real quick. I don't know if I can pull it. I don't know if I can. I'll pull it up on my phone. Let me see if I can pull it up on my phone. Okay, you can rewind this. This is like a Damar Hamlin thing, right? I think this might be real, but it's some reporter. I'll hold it like this. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it that well, but just listen.
Is Damar Hamlin and his family, and we just can't say it enough that we hope that he's okay. Chicken.
Oh, how funny is that? How funny is that? It's like our thoughts and prayers are with Damar Hamlin. I hope that he's all right. Chicken. Did anybody see that? Who even eats Burger King? If you eat Burger King and you enjoy Burger King, can you please let me know in the chat so I can block you? Goldberg 2.0, yes. Bro has seen the ad so much he knows bar for bar. JJ, you're walking on thin ice, all right? You're walking on thin ice as it is. Of course, Earth Rocker had BK today. Goats forced to eat BK. I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted. Yeah, Anik's better than Bisping, way better. I don't even necessarily dislike Anik. I just don't like the cheesy, corny, pre-scripted one-liners. Canadian BK is not half bad. Imagine UFC like someone gets flatlined and it's just whop. That's what I just said. That'd be hilarious, wouldn't it? Burger King is the GOAT. Shame on you. Brandon Vargas is about to catch the I'm about to swing the ban hammer. I'd rather watch arm wrestling than slap shit. I agree. But I don't follow the arm wrestling scene. I'm not a big arm wrestling man. It's just craziness. That it's like after every important sports moment, we're hearing chicken, double bacon. I don't even know what it is anymore. That one. Earth Rocker out there penny pitching, my friend. Hey, can everyone go to Earth Rocker's channel and throw him a couple bucks so we can stop eating at BK? I'm actually embarrassed for him right now. Chicken. Our thoughts and prayers go out to Damar Hamlin. Chicken. Yeah, imagine that happens on Saturday. They did it for Shogun Hua's retirement. Shogun Hua gets brutally finished and retires in Brazil, and they're like, chicken. Shit's annoying as hell. Let's see. What else do we see? I'm skipping 284, such a bad car. Are you actually skipping 284? I don't think you are. Who's a winnable fight for Ronda if she ever came back? Honestly, this might be a hot take. I think Ronda could beat Juliana Pena. She's horrible. If I was the UFC, the second Juliana Pena beat Amanda Nunes, I would ask Ronda to come back for one fight, let her whoop Pena's ass, take the title, and then retire with the title. It's been 4 years and ESPN has never actually worked. I used it for the first event and still BS we deal with. I know, it's so annoying. I don't know why they don't make it intuitive and work right. It never works right for me either. Remember the old UFC? Want to see my koi pond? No, I don't actually. What's my go-to fast food? Chick-fil-A all day. Shit, YouTube playing Carvana ads. I got YouTube Premium, so I can't watch YouTube ads. But I appreciate you watching YouTube ads. Helps the channel. Very much. Dude, we got Earth Rocker talking about the menu here. Never click on something that says read me. Yeah, well, it's from the people who have built my computer. It says, congratulations on your new PC. Here's a couple things to get you started. And it's from the people who built my PC. And I never saw it until now. I never even read it. Thanks for amazing people like you. We've been able to grow far greater than we could have ever imagined. If you'd like to help us continue this trend, let your community know about us. We'd greatly appreciate it, and feel free to post some pics of your PC. And be sure to tag us. Thank you. Well, I actually did that, and I didn't even see that. So, yeah, I think BK and KFC are right up there together. They're both garbage. I would rather starve than eat either one of them. How Penna managed to beat Nunes is behind me, one of those strange MMA anomalies. It's an embarrassment. Juliana Penna is one of the worst fighters to ever hold a belt. One of the worst fighters to ever hold a belt, ever. She's so bad. Look what she did in the rematch. Look what she did in the rematch. Give Volk the Burger King crown if he wins. Imagine they did that. Imagine they did that. Bisping actually does not know how to commentary. At least Joe sucks now, but he does not try. That is true. That is true. He doesn't try at all. Joe Rogan's just checked out. Joe Rogan's just checked out. Let's see what this app is. Let's see what this app is on my computer. Oh, it controls everything. Whoa. That's pretty cool. This is for the RGB. Who would want this crazy strobing stuff? I might leave it on that. I didn't even realize I could do this. I didn't even realize I could do this. Oh, that one's going to give me epilepsy. That's pretty crazy, guys. I'm going to go to color cycle. I'm going to go to color cycle and leave it there. Game launcher. I don't know what all this is. CPU core. All right, I'm not going to mess with that anymore. That's pretty nifty. Everyone in the chat's talking about BK now. Joe does not announce out-of-country fights. Thank God for that. Thank God for that. Apparently they're allowing betting on trash slap events. Can't believe how hard they're pushing that freak show. Dude, I know. I heard Dana saying they're going to let people bet on that shit. I was embarrassed. Joe, we appreciate you for what you do. Hold on. Joey, we appreciate you for what you do. The content is splendid. Even though I'm a regular watcher, just wanted to stop and acknowledge the hard work. Kudos. Thank you, Benji, for acknowledging the hard work. I appreciate you very, very much. I'm glad the content is splendid. I love it. I love that we build an awesome community here, and it's only growing. And I appreciate you. I appreciate your kind words. I think you need to send a message like that every stream. I had to reread it because it was just so beautifully worded. The only thing that could have made that better is you said Mr. Joey at the beginning, like that one guy always does. I got Mac with an easy win. Makhachev. Yeah, I think Makhachev wins. If you guys haven't checked out my prediction videos on the channel, I would greatly appreciate it if you did. At some point between now and Saturday. I have 3 prediction videos on the channel. Islam Makhachev, Alexander Volkanovski, Yair Rodriguez versus Josh Emmett, and most recently, Jack Della Maddalena versus Randy Brown. And it seems like on Saturday they always start to tick up a little bit. But I would appreciate if you guys checked them out at some point between now and then. Your consistency is crazy, bro. Respects to an OG. I try. I think what happened, the reason that I'm so good in terms of consistency is, if you guys have been here for a long time, you know, when I started the channel, what I did is I didn't feel comfortable doing it at all. So I said, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try to make as many videos as I possibly can. Because the only way to start to feel good about what you're doing is to do it as much as possible. And that's what I started. Just, I'm like, I didn't care about any views. You know, I said, I'm going to start making a video about everything. Everything I possibly can, I'm going to make a video about. Just for a reason to get some experience. And I'm like a weird person. When I decide I want to try to like get good at something or do something specific, I have to do it. I have to do it. I'm just like so determined to do it. So I think that's what helps me with my consistency. In the beginning, I was just trying to pump out. Sometimes I do like 3 videos in a day. They weren't the greatest, but I was just trying to get some experience. I was just trying to learn. And I'm still learning. I'm still adjusting. I'm still trying to figure out what works exactly and what doesn't. So, and the channel's been picking up steam. We had a 11K view video the other day. Mr. Kevin Lee, the real reason the UFC re-signed Kevin Lee. 11,000 views, over 11,000. Which is great for my channel. I need to get more of those. Yeah, it's got 11,300 views right now. And over 1,000 hours of watch time. I'm just like that. I try to be top tier on the things I love. There you go. I'm glad, man. It's a weird thing to have. Like, I'm just a weirdo. Like, when I want to be good at something, I just have to keep doing it until I get good at it. Like, I've recently become kind of obsessed with disc golf a bit. And I've just been trying to play, like, even if I'm playing for an hour here, hour there. And I got a practice basket that I can put in my backyard and practice a little bit. But same thing with this. I'm just determined to just continue to grow. I want to hit 10,000 this year. And I know I'm going to hit 10,000 this year. I hope to get to like 20,000 by the end of the year. We'll see if that happens. That's a massive goal. But if that happens, I'm going to be shook. I'm genuinely going to be shook. But hopefully it does. We'll see what happens. What do you think of the lineup of the UFC 288 main card will be? And Bryce Mitchell recently just hinted he is fighting as well. Do you think he will fight at 288 too? I don't know where he'll fight. And we were talking about 288 the other day. I think we were talking about him earlier in the stream, is what I meant to say. I don't know who he's going to be fighting. It could be Movsar Evelev. They had booked that fight, and then Movsar had to pull out, and then Poirier stepped in. But it's going to be someone tough regardless of who it is. As far as 288, I think he could be on that card. He could be on 287. You know, he could be on the prelims. What do I think will be at UFC 288? What do I think the main event will be? I don't think they're going to do Aljo versus Henry as a main event. So it's going to have to be something else. Could they do Brandon Moreno versus Alexandre Pantoja as a main event? Maybe if they go to Mexico in May. But I don't know if they're going to go to Mexico. I feel like they would have already announced that by now. So I don't know. They could be kind of waiting and seeing. But I don't know who would be willing to fight in May. Adesanya's already got a fight booked. They could turn Islam around if Islam like goes through Volk with no injuries. And maybe I'll say Islam versus somebody, but then there's talk that Beniel Dariush versus Charles Oliveira is going to be on 288. So if that's the case, then who would Islam even fight? So I don't know. They could throw Khamzat in the main event. It's not going to be Connor. It could be Jamal Hill, Magomed Ankalaev. That's a possibility. But it's hard to say. But if I had to guess, I'm going to say Bryce Mitchell fights at 287. If he's signing a bout agreement now, I think he's fighting in 2 months. I feel like even if Dariush can defend submissions and scramble back to his feet against Charles, he gets darts on the feet. I don't know. Dariush is underrated as hell. I might even pick Dariush. I thought about making a video about it, but it's not 100% confirmed yet. From what I've seen, it's still being negotiated. So I'm not 100% certain. But I'm leaning Beniel. I've been a Charles Oliveira believer for a long, long time. But Beniel is just heavily underrated. He has great anti-grappling. Look what he did against Mateusz Gamrot. And his striking is underrated too. And Oliveira has taken so much damage over the past few years. And we saw what happened to him against Islam. And Beniel hits hard. I could see Dariush beating Oliveira. I'm going to be honest. And I haven't picked against Oliveira in a long, long, long time. I've never picked against Oliveira since I started this channel and even a little bit before. So it's going to be really interesting. My early prediction right now is Beniel keeps it on the feet. It gets a little reckless. It gets a little wild. And Beniel gets it done somehow. Also, to go back to the Bryce Mitchell thing, they could do a Fight Night main event, an Apex main event with Bryce Mitchell versus Movsar Evloev. That was originally supposed to happen. Damn, yet another yes man gushing over Joey. These guys will make you soft, Joe. I'd rather them make me soft than hard, my friend. So, shut your mouth, Earth Rocker. Mock is too strong. People talk about Volk's defensive wrestling being good or just hoping that it is. We've never really seen it tested. To be honest. So, I mean, Brian Ortega has horrible takedowns, to be honest. Horrible takedowns. So, I don't know how anyone's going to say that. Man, Keith Lee's food reviews is underrated. Have not watched any of his fights, though. Fair enough. I feel like even if Dariush... Okay, read that. I am just like that. Okay, read that too. Makes me sick. Tired of him constantly trying to get under fighters' skins on social media in an attempt to coerce them into a feud. That is bizarre. That is very bizarre. Thoughts on Pavlovich and Dober calling their divisions? I don't know what that means. How much does an average video do? My videos, I feel like, do like 2 to 4,000-ish nowadays. You think Khamzat Whitaker could be a main event on a pay-per-view? Yes, it could. I thought they were going to do Khamzat Colby on a main event of a pay-per-view. Joey, what up, my guy? I didn't get alert, but I'm here, and I already hit the like button. Yeah, guys, like the stream. If you have not liked the stream yet, it takes 1 second to scroll down and like the stream. Everybody go like it for me real quick. It helps the channel. It helps push it out to more people. If you guys like the stream, right? YouTube's liable to recommend it to more people. If we get over 100 viewers in the stream, I'll go 2 hours. If we get over 100 viewers in the stream, I'll go to 2 hours on the stream. I was only planning on going an hour, but you know how I am. So run up the likes on the stream. We got 90 viewers right now. So if we get up to 100, YouTube will recommend it around. I'll go 2 hours tonight. I will go 2 hours tonight. And maybe I'll end with nah, I'm not even going to go there. Joey, what's up, my guy? Read that. Do you have a prediction on Josh Kulibao versus Melsik Bagdasaryan? Ask me tomorrow. I'm going to go through my full card picks tomorrow. I got to think on that a little bit. That is tomorrow, right? I hope I'm not an idiot. I hope I'm not a total idiot. Let me take a look. I think that's tomorrow. I hope I'm not an idiot right now. Yes, it is. Okay, good. Good. I'm looking forward to Saturday's event. It just sucks that the main card isn't a bit better. It just sucks that it isn't better. It's really a 2-fight card. It really is a 2-fight card. It's Alexander Volkanovski, Islam Makhachev, and it's Yair Rodriguez versus Josh Emmett, and that's it. The rest of it's kind of barren. I'm probably going to jump on for a few prelims just because. But it really is a barren-looking card. Think Charles would avoid Arman at all costs? Maybe. Maybe, but I don't know. Charles could probably sub Arman, honestly. I am bedridden. I am bedridden from a badly pulled muscle in my back. Thank you for helping me keep my mind off this effed up pain. Appreciate you, Joey. Dude, that sucks, Tim. That sucks. I have this thing like once a year where I don't know. It's like my lower back, but it's also my upper back. It's from a pinched nerve, I believe, where it happens to me once a year where I'm completely bedridden for like 2 days. Like, it'll be randomly, and I just can't move. My back's, like, all messed up. And then, like, 2 to 3 days go by, and, like, I'm back to, like, 50%. And then, like, 5 days go by, and I'm, like, 75%. It happened to me a month ago, right around this time last month. I didn't say nothing on stream, but I could barely move. It's annoying. I've had, like, MRIs and stuff on it, but it's really, I mean, I've tried to do therapy on it, and it just keeps coming back once a year. And it's easy to forget about, but then once it hits me, it's terrible. Disc touching a nerve. Probably. I think the pressure from Charles might be too much, but Dariush is super well-rounded, so I don't know. I agree. They really shouldn't have paid Costa what he wanted. They should have. That's sad. We should be getting Paulo Costa versus Robert Whittaker on this card. The fight before the co-main is good too. I know. I did a prediction on it, but it's not great. It's like a good prelim. Are you going to stay up for the press conference? When's the press conference? So probably not. How far away is the presser? Thoughts on Petr Yan versus Merab? Merab needs to wrestle guys to beat him. And I don't think that I don't think he's going to be able to do it to Petr Yan. So I think Yan lights him up on the feet. And I think Yan's going to finish Merab with the striking. Also, Tim, you should go online and buy a TENS unit. Let me show you something that saves my life all the time. TENS, it's very inexpensive. And it helps me greatly. It's $32. Go buy one of these, Tim. If it's a muscle in your back, order this for $32. I just posted a link in the chat if you want to. That will change your life. They use those in physical therapy, but like bigger versions. That thing works just as good. Whenever my back gets a little bit tight, I slap those bad boys on, and it's amazing. Constantly growing. Welcome back to Lightweight. Thank you for being a member, and you gifted a membership as well. Appreciate you. But yeah, Tim, if you want to buy that thing, it'll change your life. You should get the gel too. They recommend it down here. There's like it's called like electrode gel. It's like $4. Comes in a little tube. You should get that too. It'll help you greatly. If it is muscle pain. Okay, Volk actually pulls this off. He's going to be super high up in the GOAT conversation. I agree. He But make sure you get the electrode gel as well. So it's like $4 for the gel. You should use the gel. You can use it without the gel, but it's better with the gel. So I hope that makes sense. But you'll see it's called electrode gel. It's in the recommended underneath of it. So to all total, you'll spend like 35, 36, depending on tax and everything. Maybe 40. And it'll help you quite a bit. And it's something that'll come in handy. I've used it dozens of times over the last 5 years. So I basically should be a salesman for him at this point. But I'm happy I can make you enjoy your night a little bit better while you're bedridden. And also, I'm not staying up for the presser. Where did Royce Jones Jr. versus Pettis come from? Masvidal is pretending like he revolutionates boxing with the card. Yeah, Congressman Masvidal, I don't know what he thinks that card is achieving. It's garbage. It's garbage. I ain't watching that shit. I ain't talking about that shit. It's horrible. Who wants to watch that shit? Like 75-year-old Royce Jones Jr. box a old ass washed up Anthony Pettis? I don't know who wants to see that shit. Anthony Pettis hasn't been good for like 5 years at this point. Dude was talking about fighting Anderson Silva like 3 years ago. I don't know. Congressman Masvidal, I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know. He's too worried about the politics and not worried about the fight game. And I mean, Jose Aldo, Jeremy Stevens. Yeah, I don't know. Lamau, Congressman Masvidal dead. Look, we started up. I'm telling you right now, I started it on this channel. I don't know. It got around. I started up that Colby Covington was in witness protection. I have started that. I started that 100%. I will take full credit for that. We are starting up Congressman Masvidal. That is the new nickname. Everybody call Jorge Masvidal Congressman Masvidal. For here on out, that's his new nickname. I want to see that shit spread around, okay? Anytime you're ever talking about him, you call him Congressman Masvidal, okay? It needs to be Senator. Nah, Congressman Masvidal's funnier, I think. I think it just sounds funnier. Would you go to a Power Slap pay-per-view if Dana gave you tickets for free? Is he paying for my flight? Is he paying for my hotel? Then no. No. Is he giving me tickets to UFC as well? Chairman Masvidal. I remember when Anthony Pettis wanted $1 million to fight Khabib. Dude, Khabib would have beat the living dog shit out of Pettis. Khabib is if you took Anthony Pettis' weaknesses and crafted it into an opponent. That's what Khabib is. Khabib would have mopped the floor with Anthony Pettis. Khabib would have mopped the floor with Pettis. I like how everyone's in the chat. Chairman Masvidal, Mr. Judas, Mayor is funnier. Now, I think Congressman Masvidal just has a good ring to it. I think it sounds the best. So that's his new nickname. Some back problems can be stress-related. My back locked up, and then once I loosened, something cracked in my back, and it was all good. Good enough. Are you a fan of Jorge Congressvidal? No, not anymore. Come on, Joey. Legend Aldo with another body shot KO of Stevens. Let's go. It doesn't interest me at all. Dude, no. Khabib would have beat Pettis like he owed him money. He would have brutalized. It would have been a career-altering beating. It would have been a career-altering beating. Thank you so much. I am desperate and I trust you. I hope it works for you, man. It should help give you some relief. It's not. I mean, it was a miracle for me and it's helped me many times. I don't know your exact situation, but I hope it gives you some relief. Even if it knocks it down, like, let's say on a scale from 1 to 10, you're at like an 8 level of pain. If it knocks you down to a 6, it's a win, I think. I ain't going to stand the Pettis slander going on here, Joey. What do you think of Sergio Pettis? I think he's a very good fighter. He was losing to What the hell is his name? Horiguchi. He was losing to Horiguchi. But I think Sergio Pettis is an elite level fighter. How would he look in the flyweight division nowadays? I think he would look pretty good. Or even the bantamweight division in the UFC as well. I think he would be a nice addition. But do I think it's like massive that we're missing him? I don't think so. And I like bantamweight in Bellator. Masvidal, okay. Does this Pettis done with MMA? I have no idea. Hopefully, I remember. Okay, you already read that. Let's see. What else did I miss? Jack Della Maddalena versus Randy Brown is a sweet fight too. Yeah, but it's like a good prelim. It's a good prelim. Okay, I think I caught everything. How would Dustin Poirier versus Nate have gone? Dustin would have brutalized Nate. I would say Dustin third round TKO. Standing TKO. I think Dustin would have swarmed him back. I think Dustin beat the brakes off of Nate Diaz badly. Badly. It would have been a bad beating. Nate would have been bleeding all over the place. Nate would have gotten some good shots here and there. But I think Dustin would have just waxed him badly. He would have hurt him at some point with a big punch. Nate would have been backing up against the fence, and then Dustin would have just started throwing a 200 punch combination until Herb Dean finally decided to get his finger out of his ass and do something. Roided up Pettis, who wants to see that shit? Yeah. Thoughts on Nick Diaz allegedly saying he's coming back in 2023 better than ever? Yeah, that's great. I think that's great. I can't wait for that one. Can't wait for that one. Yeah. Too much of an insult to call a fighter a congressman. I guess so. I ain't going to stand. I already read that. Been unable to stretch because I might have messed up my back. Do you know anything to help me? Been unable to stretch. I don't know. Maybe try that thing too. It loosens up your muscles. It loosens up your muscles. But yeah, I always like to do one of my favorite back stretches is like you're laying on the floor and you cross your legs. Not Chael Sonnen style, but like if you cross your legs this way, you know what I'm saying? Like that. Like here would be your second leg and you bring it across like that. You sit your ankle on your opposite knee. Like how a man crosses his legs, essentially. And I don't know how no man be crossing his legs like that. Like, that ain't, I don't know. But anyway, you do that and then you reach with the opposite arm to the knee and pull it back towards you. That's a good back stretch right there. UFC 223, I remember that was Pettis coming off a fight where he quit versus Poirier as well. Nobody wanted to see that. Yeah, who was Pettis supposed to fight then? What, didn't it get canceled? Or am I mistaken? Let's say Islam defends the belt a couple times and eventually goes up to 170. How do you see him match up with Usman or Edwards? I think he has a chance. I think he would lose to both those guys right now. Usman in a couple years, he could probably beat Usman just because of striking. Edwards, I think, is too well-rounded. But also, I would have to see what he looked like at 170 pounds. If you size Islam up to a solid 170 pounder, I don't know why I said almost 175 pounder. If you take Islam and make him the size of Kamaru Usman, he beats Leon Edwards, is my opinion. I want your Habib Funko, can't find them anywhere. That's unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. Conor and Warsh Pettis made Nate look like an actual contention level fighter. I know. Is Nick Diaz a dead corpse? Yes. Yes, he is. Justin Tafa or Parker Porter? I'm 50-50. I'm 50-50 on that. If I had to pick one right now, gun to my head, I go Justin Tafa. Herbert Dean? Yeah, Herbert Dean. It still seems odd Dustin didn't have a little more to offer Charles. Dude, it's like once Dustin gives up his back, that's like his Achilles heel. He gets choked out. Imagine if Pettis stepped in to fight Habib at 223. Oh, yeah, that's what you're talking about, dude. Habib would have shit on him. It'd have been really bad. I actually do have the Khabib Funko. That's awesome. The crazy thing is I give Masvidal a decent chance to KO Burns. I think he could. I hope he doesn't. But I think he could. It still seems odd Dustin to have, Dustin was doing well. Connor and Warsh, read that. How well would Poirier do at 170? He wouldn't do well at all. There's too many wrestlers at 170. He would get out wrestled and beat up on the ground. He would get out wrestled and beat up on the ground pretty bad. Nate bleeds like a stuffed pig every time. Yeah. Am I the only one shocked how people are completely counting Volk out? I guarantee this fight is an absolute battle where Islam probably wins split decision because of control time. We'll find out. I think it's a little bit crazy that people are completely counting him out, but I'm picking Islam. So I just imagine Islam going out there and taking him down pretty quick. Probably. How did you react to Sandhagen versus Vera fight getting postponed to March? I was happy because even though the card now sucks, I'm happy they're getting a crowd. I saw someone earlier say they ran into Corey Sandhagen at a coffee shop. I thought I read it out loud, but now I think about it, I don't think I did. And that he was really nice. That's pretty cool. That's pretty sweet. He was supposed to fight Michael Chiesa at lightweight. Yes, Michael Chiesa. And Michael Chiesa got cut from the glass. Yep. If you size this on the Usman size, he probably beats Usman as well. Agreed. That you are right. You are right on that one. I bet Anthony looks at his brother's success and laments the day of old. Yeah, at one point Anthony Pettis was looked at as like going to be a big star in the UFC. Justin Tava was the first heavyweight to miss weight. Dude should be embarrassed. True. Makhachev beats Usman. Usman is horrible off his back. I think Makhachev could beat Usman striking, to be quite honest. Usman striking is horrible. If you can stuff the takedowns of Usman, you have a good chance to beat him. Roy McGregor or Islam at 155? Islam. McGregor's... At this point, McGregor... I don't know. McGregor is done for. But he probably beats Chandler. There's never been a close to a month like it. March is fire, yes. Dude, March is going to be incredible. March is one of the best months of MMA in a long time. I can't wait. I can't wait in terms of the channel, but also in terms of an MMA fan. I'm really looking forward to March. I mean, oh my God, there's so many. John Cyril Gane. Kamaru Usman, Leon Edwards 2, Justin Gaethje, Rafael Fiziev. And there's just so many fights I could go on and on. If Usman can TKO Gilbert, then Jorge should have a decent chance. You're right. Islam going to get ragged out by Volk in the... I'm not even going to finish that. Chandler Connor is going to be a pay-per-view main event with combined 2-6 in their last least 8. Any worse record comes to mind in recent times? For a pay-per-view main event, I have no idea. Thoughts on Drew Dober being disgusted? I have no idea what that means. I don't care. What's up, Joey? Joined the live stream late, but I dropped a like. That's all that matters. March is too good to be true. Oh, I know, dude. Why'd you have to say it? I was already thinking that. I've talked about it on other streams. It is too good to be true. I feel like it's bound. Something's bound to go awry, and it's really making me depressed. But I'm hoping, and I'm praying, everything stays together. How many buys does 284 do? I'll say 500,000. I think Islam is popular, very popular. So even though it's a lackluster card, I think it does well. How do you feel about Raul Rosas Jr. saying he would submit Mighty Mouse in one round? I think it's a bad look. Dude, you've beaten nobody but grocery store cashiers, and you're already claiming to beat one of the best of all time. I do kind of like the confidence, though. I'm not going to lie. All 4 weeks, it's good cards. How excited are you for Chandler McGregor? I'm excited for Chandler McGregor. I think it's a fun matchup. I'm ready to see Tatiana Suarez ragdoll Montana de la Rosa. If she can make it to the card, Shavkat versus Makhachev, 170 prediction. I'll go Shavkat. Shavkat's a very good grappler, but he does let himself get controlled in the clinch a bit too much. I know they're boys, and they will probably never fight, but if Adesanya and Usman ever fought, how do you think it would play out? Adesanya would stuff the takedowns and brutally KO Usman on the feet. Head kick KO, first round for Israel Adesanya. That's what I would go with. That's what I would go with. I think it would be a massive highlight reel KO for Israel Adesanya. Head kick KO. Brutally sleep him. Honestly, Usman might just need to take like one BJJ class to beat Edwards with Leon always giving up his back. Maybe. Sarukian has the best chance of beating Islam. I want to see that rematch bad. If Islam goes out there and abuses Volkanovski, I will be devastated. Imagine if he like chins him and Volkanovski is never the same again. What's next for Marlon Glass chins Moraes after getting... He already has a fight. I don't know who it's against, but he has a fight. Which crazy, he was supposed to retire. I'm pretty sure I just seen it recently. There was something scheduled. He's fighting Brendan Loughnane. What a joke that is. Dude's probably going to chin him badly. I can't believe Marlon's still fighting. He's lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's lost 6 out of his last 7. And the one that he won was a split decision. And he lost it, really. And the 6 actual losses are all TKO or KO. I picked him against Merab. He almost beat Merab. I think I picked him against Corey Sandhagen and Rob Font as well. I was very high on Marlon Moraes at one point in time. Prime Rory beats Usman. It's possible. Is an underrated fight. Builder is fun to watch. Okay, we'll have to keep an eye on that. Prediction for Blanchfield versus Santos. Prediction for Blanchfield Santos. I'm going Blanchfield. I think Blanchfield's going to be an elite level flyweight. Already is. And I think she's going to rise to the top of the division. I think Yair KO out cold Emmett. That's what I'm going with. I think Yair's going to brutally KO. I mean, if Calvin Kattar's landing spinning back elbows, what do you think Yair's going to do? I'm taking Emmett to win. He arrived 2 weeks early and got climatized. Those things matter. Okay. We'll see. Emmett's going to have to wrestle early and often. Josh Emmett fighting Volk for the belt would not sell any tickets. Josh seems like a nice dude, but he brings no attraction. Yeah, but he's a good fighter. But, I mean, his style is just so basic and so predictable. All 4 weeks, it's good cards. How excited are you for Chandler McGregor? I'm pretty excited. I think I read all this. Who does Dober fight next? Maybe he steps in and fights Jalen Turner. Are you ready for Jake versus Fury? No. I'm not watching it. Don't care about it. Who is the GOAT, Jon Jones or Platinum Mike Perry? Jon Jones. From a meritocracy standpoint, Arnold Allen should be fighting for a title? Nah. Josh Emmett should be. If you want to take his wins on surface value, 5-fight win streak. Yair second round KO. I think first or second round KO. I think first or second round KO for Yair Rodriguez. Who you got? Whitaker versus Khamzat? You know what? I'm going Khamzat. I changed my mind. I was going Whitaker, but I'm changing it to Khamzat. I feel sorry for dudes like Marlon and Cody who are just still good physically, but their chins just don't have it in them anymore. I know. Dude, I still think Marlon and Cody are like top 10 bantamweights. But they just have a massive off button on their chin. How can you continue to go on and your chin just doesn't work? How are you supposed to fight in MMA when your chin just flat out does not work? It's super unfortunate. It's super unfortunate for both of them. Yeah, I don't know. But it has to be heartbreaking for them, for sure. It has to be heartbreaking for them. What the hell is this? I can't believe we're already in mid-February. Like, how is that even possible? Dead serious. Like, I don't even know how that's possible. Rob Font is so good until you kiss his chin? Yeah. Plus, he has pillow punches, too. If he had more power, he'd be good. Can we even rate Cody that high when he got pieced up by Font with no takedowns, with no knockdowns? That is true. That is true. But Rob Font has really good striking. It's crazy how Robert Whittaker has cleaned out the division. If he becomes champion, all his title defenses will be rematch. It doesn't fault Paulo Costa. I'm trying to think who else is right. He fought Cannonier. That's true. Fought Gastelum. That's true. But now, if he became champion, depending on who's champion, he fought Marvin Vettori. You're right. He hasn't cleaned out the division, though. I wouldn't go that far. Am I the only one that thinks Gane is a horrible matchup for Jon Jones? You're probably not the only one, but I don't agree with you. I don't agree with you. Cody's only 31. That's heartbreaking for Cody, honestly. Moraes is only 33-2. Chin went fast. Dude, Moraes was the elite of the elite at one point. I picked him to beat Henry Cejudo. I thought he would beat Henry Cejudo. UFC 284 press conference. They don't have it scheduled. They don't have it scheduled. That's annoying. But it's 3 a.m. Eastern time. I found the February 18th card in my trash can earlier. Dude, the February 18th card is garbage. You saw Chael said if Colby said yes to the Khamzat fight if he got a title shot. I don't believe anything Chael says, so nothing he says means anything to me. Yeah, that February 18th card is garbage. Is straight up garbage. Outside of the main event, I mean, dude, the co-main event, I don't even remember. Is Jordan Wright on the co-main, I think? I'm not even looking it up. I don't want to see it because I'm going to scream at the top of my lungs. Fiziev could get a title shot over Dariush if he KOs Gaethje very bad. Oh my! I don't want to see Dariush skipped over. I don't want to see Dariush fight anyone. Wait until Saturday. If Islam comes out with no injuries, just book the May card, UFC 288. Book it Beniel versus Islam. Why not? Joe, do you think Volk can go 5 rounds with Islam, or do you think he gets finished? I think he can go 5 rounds with Islam, but I think he does get finished. But it wouldn't surprise me if he goes 5 rounds and just loses on positional dominance. Or, Islam, it's a competitive fight, but Islam controls him against the fence, lands some knee strikes, takes him down, beats him up a little bit on the ground. Fiziev does not deserve that shit. He had a close one with Brad Riddell. Close one. He KO'd him. Come on. I know the first 2 rounds were close and competitive, but he was winning clearly. I wouldn't even call him close. You think Pedro Munoz beats Chris Gutierrez? I'm going to say no. Gutierrez looked incredible in his last fight, and I think he's much bigger than Pedro. I think Pedro is like a natural flyweight, honestly. Yeah, so I'm going to go Chris Gutierrez in that one off the top of my head. I'm gonna go that. Apparently Tanner Boser found a fight, hasn't been announced. Who do you think you figure? I don't even know. MMA World Rankings. Let me take a look. I hope this website still works. Close. Who is he fighting? Tanner Boser. Andre Arlovsky. He's going to fight Andre Arlovsky. That's my guess. Or Augusto Sakai. Or Bagoy. Bagoy Ivanov just fought and got beat up. Yeah, final guess. I think Tanner Boser, Andre Arlovsky is my guess. Write that down somewhere. Rematch with Arlovsky? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I thought they might have fought before, but I couldn't remember. They definitely fought before, right? No, they didn't, did they? No, they didn't. You tricked me. Dude, Arlovsky. No, this isn't even the right list. This list is outdated. Maybe they did fight. I feel like they did. I thought that when I said that, but let's see. That list is outdated. Yeah, they fought in 2020. And he won. Yeah, so maybe they don't do that. But I don't know. Heavyweight can shift around. That sucks. My list was outdated there. I wish this website was kept updated a little bit better. Okay, so let's say he's not going to do Andre Arlovsky. Then I'm going to go Augusto Sakai. Tanner Boser, Augusto Sakai. Augusto Sakai's got one foot in the grave. And I think the UFC would like to have Tanner Boser make his way to the ranks just because he's kind of a character. Something like that. Something along those lines. But I don't know for sure. Honestly, that's one of those tough ones to pick out. But UFC's like, oh, he's got a mullet. Yeah, let's throw him in a heavyweight. I think a big reason why Ngannou's wrestling could have worked against Gane so well is because of him being so physically strong. It could be. We'll see what Jon looks like. I've seen people say that. If it's a standing fight, Gane will school Jon Jones. Don't be so sure. Jon Jones doesn't look like an elite boxer. He doesn't look like an elite kickboxer. He doesn't look like an elite kicker. But his striking is so effective. It's so weird. It's so weird. Like Jon Jones, he's just so effective on the feet. That's the best way I can put it. That is the best way I can put it. And my nose is perpetually itching now. I'm shaving my mustache tomorrow. I'm trimming it up. I agree. I think Gane is a tougher fight compared to Francis. I think they're both very tough. Jon will over wrestle and Gane and ground and pound him all 5 rounds. And also, you guys forget, a lot of you guys are newer fans and haven't been watching the sport. Jon Jones likes to take his opponent's strength. However people think his opponent is going to fight, Jon Jones likes to go out and fight that fight. You know, they said Glover Teixeira was going to clinch up with him. Jon Jones went out there and beat Glover clinching with him. They said DC was going to out wrestle him. He went out there and took DC down multiple times in the first round. There's multiple examples of this. They said Chael was going to, not a lot of people said this, but people said, oh, Chael can go out there and, he's going to try to wrestle him and take him down. Jon Jones took him down immediately and beat the living dog shit out of him. Do you think Hill beats Pereira? No. No, I don't. Jon looked like absolute dog shit against Reyes and Santos with no knees. Okay. I'm a big believer he fights down the level of his competition. Joey, have you ever had ideas for videos you didn't make but wish you did? Yes. Hundreds probably at this point. I either haven't had the time, I'll make a video. If I have an idea, I'll make a video. But it's just sometimes I just, there's other stuff and I have to select which one to do. So I could have like 4 video ideas, but then there's a big fight breaking news. I'm like, I got to do that. You're about to be surprised how easily Gane will take care of Jones. I'll remember that, Earth Rocker. I'll remember that. I will remember that. He's all we got in heavyweight up in Canada. He beat the shit out of Latifi Robbery. I don't even remember. November 7th, they fought Comain to Glover Teixeira and Thiago Santos. That's crazy. That was 3 years ago. I agree with that. Jones hasn't had an opponent to fire him up since DC. Nah, he was fired up for the Gustafsson rematch. Just look over the card for 3-4. I mean, I'm not doing anything that day. I'll look it up real quick. It looks so good. I've seen it multiple times, but I'll look it up anyway. It's crazy that's right around the corner. Jon Jones versus Cyril Gane, Derek Brunson, Dricus du Plessis, Vivian Araujo, Amanda Ribas, Valentina Shevchenko, Alexa Grasso, Jeff Neal, Shavkat Rakhmonov, Jamie Pickett, Bo Pickle, Farid Basharat versus Damon Blackshear, Ian Machado Gary versus Keenan Song, Cody Garbrandt, Trevin Jones. This card's solid. Card's pretty solid. It's not like crazy amazing, but it's really, really good. It's a really solid card. And the main event just pulls it all together. It pulls it all. It's an amazing main event. Jalen and Hooker got canceled. Am I crazy? But I'm taking Brunson ground and pound TKO Dricus du Plessis. That was my prediction. Brunson by TKO. My early prediction was. Will there be a press conference? Yes. Am I staying up till 3 a.m.? No. I'll probably stay up, but I won't be streaming it. You're crazy. Brunson looks like he fights underwater. Dude, so does Dricus. Dricus looks awful. He's like the worst, best fighter I've ever seen. Jones strangles him second round. Imagine Jon Jones finishes Cyril Gane in the first round. How do you feel about Merab saying there will be pigs flying in the air before Jan could beat him? Well, it looks like there's going to be pigs flying. It'll be interesting to see how Jon carries the extra weight. That is true. He really schooled Dominic on the feet. I wouldn't go to that. I wouldn't say that. Pereira will KO Izzy again and move to 205. KO Hill or Yuri. Becomes double champ in 6 fights with the UFC. That would be crazy. Jon's defense on the feet. Yeah, he's very rarely been hit flush. Lyoto Machida was able to do it. Reyes did it a couple times. Jon's a unicorn. Jon looks massive. Yuri versus Pereira, who you got? I'm taking Yuri. I'm a believer in Yuri. I think that him crowding him helps him win. Dricus du Plessis is the Claudio Puelles of 185. Watch until he fights an elite fighter. Dude gets murked. Yeah, I wanted Chris Curtis to get that fight badly because I heavily favored Chris Curtis in that one. Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, because I think he underestimated Reyes. I didn't think he thought Reyes was good. So he fights down to the level of his competition. Watch. I'm telling you, I've been watching Jones for so long. He always does it. I think he's going to come out and beat Cyril Gane. I'm picking Jon Jones. It's a lot of X factors, years off, moving up a weight class. But Jon Jones is the best fighter I've ever seen fight. He's so good. He's so good. Beniel is boring. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Beniel is not boring. But he's not as slow as Brunson. Dude, Dricus is just horrible. Okay, I don't think nobody thought Reyes. Most people didn't even think Reyes deserved a title shot, let alone that he was going to be a threat. I know I didn't. I didn't think Reyes had a shot in hell. I thought he barely beat, I think it was OSP. So I didn't think he was a threat. I don't think anyone thought he was a threat. Nobody picked him going into that fight. I'm still not sold on Dariush. Call me crazy. I will call you crazy, Earth Rocker, but you have a lot of crazy opinions. So I don't know. I don't know what to say. You got a lot of crazy opinions. Nobody's paying money to see him and Makhachev fight. I think they will. I think Makhachev's popular enough he can carry a card on his own at this point. John said he wanted to make his first heavyweight fight as dominant as he won the light heavyweight championship at 23. I know it's crazy, but I believe him. It wouldn't shock me. It would not shock me. What would be your reaction if Jon Jones chokes out Gane like he did Machida? That would be crazy. People are underestimating the amount of experience that Jon Jones has. Cyril Gane's still relatively new to MMA. Relatively new. So there's a massive experience differential there. Who had a worse decline, Tony or Woodley? Woodley. Guys, if you're watching this stream right now, I will be doing another one of these streams tomorrow as well, tomorrow night. I'll probably start around 9 or 10 p.m. and go for about 2 hours as well. Subscribe to the channel right this second. If you're not subscribed, go subscribe. Scroll down and check and make sure you're subscribed. We're on the road to 10,000. You want to be one of the first 10,000. I'll tell you that much right now. You want to be one of the first 10,000. Can you imagine if Jones goes out there and finishes Cyril Gane in the first round? What a statement that would be. Chokes him out, Lyoto Machida style, and just drops his dead carcass on the ground. I think I would throw up from excitement. I think I would literally throw up from excitement. It's weird how they don't even have those for some big fights. Yes, they'll have a press conference for 285. They will 100% have a press conference for 285. Reyes was ready for Dominic Jones. I see what you're saying. Okay. Joey, 23 days until Jon Jones is in the octagon. Prayfully to the MMA gods. Makhachev's fan base is full of 12-year-old casuals who only like Islam because he's Muslim. I think Muslim. I think Makhachev. I think he's going to draw in some decent pay-per-view buys. I think he is going to be a bigger star than people give him credit for, especially if he continues to win. Do you ever watch Ariel? Very rarely. Very rarely. Unless it's like a highly touted interview. But usually I just kept the clips. Man, I was so excited for Ngannou versus Jones. Gane is a much easier matchup, but still got a good chance. I wouldn't say he's an easier matchup, but I wanted Jones and Ngannou. John likes to beat their opponents on their style. Would he be able to beat Gane standing only? Yes, he would. It wouldn't shock me if Jon Jones goes out there and outstrikes Cyril Gane. For some reason, Jones versus Gane reminds me of DC versus Stipe 1. I feel like Bones getting the upset like DC did. We'll see. Now I actually think Jon Jones will sub Gane. It's possible. It's possible. Imagine Jones head kick KOs Gane in the first round. I'd throw up. Immediately throw up on camera. Imagine how many goats Islam can buy with that sweet pay-per-view money. A lot. Favorite Jon Jones performance? It has to be the second DC fight. I know he's on PEDs, but second fight. Joe, you keep up on the arm wrestling scene? How are you back there? Are you that far behind, Brendan? Did you rewind the stream? What's a realistic next option for Colby? It has to be Bilal or Khamzat or nothing. Has to be. Dariush looks boring and only talks about Jesus, but he puts on exciting fights. Dude, Dariush looks old as hell for his actual age. Old as hell. Favorite? Okay, I already answered that. I saw that. What if John does Jorge Masvidal Ben? That'd be insane. Insanity. Rip Congressman Jorge. Not dead, just about to get washed up again. Would not surprise me. How many times has Jones popped? I don't even know at this point. Imagine Jon Jones goes out like a dead corpse. That would be straight up shocking as well. The Dylan Dennis interview was hilarious. I don't care about Dylan Dennis, so I saw people talking about it, but I didn't tune in for it. I don't think you should give people like this airtime. You shouldn't. Dude's a scam artist. Dude's a piece of shit. And what happens is Ariel's like a WWE fan. And he tries to bring it into the UFC and MMA, and tries to like build these characters out of certain guys. And Dylan Dennis was nothing more than a Conor McGregor groupie, and the media built these guys up. Um, thoughts on Mike Perry going to take a dive versus? Wouldn't shock me. Wouldn't shock me at all if these fights people were getting paid. Joey, did you give that guy your address? No, I have not. They should do Dennis. No, nobody should pay him any money, and nobody should want to see him fight. Um, I hope Mike beats up all. Is it not? Is he not? Why is people saying Mike? Is Mike stepping in? Dennis is an embarrassment. It sucks he gets coverage. I know. I almost expect him to submit Cyril. It wouldn't surprise me. Who do you think will be on Tough 31? I seen Will Brooks talking about wanting to be on there. I wouldn't mind Will Brooks. For the OG MMA fans, Will Brooks beat Michael Chandler twice. Stopped him once, I think. Will Brooks had a very promising future. Then he came to the UFC and looked terrible. It was actually really sad. Hold on. Dennis keeps taking L's. Dude's a scam artist. If he defeats Bobby Knuckles, Khamzat gets a title shot, no questions asked. Agreed. Scam artist was unknown before he went on. Yeah, it's sad people even give him. I hate when people give these guys platforms. Oliveira's in purse. Should he be a backup? No. He should not. He should not. It makes no sense at this point in time. I think the shot that might catch Volk if he gets rocked is an uppercut. Okay. Good call. We'll see what happens. Dana White, we'll see what happens. I thought I was in the majority picking Jones. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who's everyone picking. Can you break down Congressman Game Bread Boxing? It's horrible. It's horrible, 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 horrible. Start a poll. Who are you picking? Jon Jones. I'll just type Jones or Gane. Yeah, Oliveira's there to corner his guy. Imagine Congressman Masvidal gets knocked out. Rogan speculates Burns broke his hand and Herbert Dean stops the fight late. Sounds like a typical Saturday night. I wouldn't expect anything else. I think Jon Jones finishes Gane inside 2 rounds. Am I insane? No, you are not. Remember Sage Northcutt getting blasted into space by, was it Cosmo Alexandra? Yes, I do. Broke his orbital. Orbital. I said orbital. I heard Khabib banned from Russia because he wouldn't endorse war. Okay, I did not know that. Which fight is more disappointing that it never happened? Khabib versus Tony or Jones and Gane? Jones and Gane. Khabib versus Tony, people wanted that in their prime, and I wish I had a channel back then because I could go back and show you video evidence of it. Khabib would have wrecked Tony even in his prime. Tony, even at his peak, or a little bit before his peak, was getting out wrestled by Danny Castillo for 3 rounds. Khabib would have ragdolled and beat the living dog shit out of Tony Ferguson. It's sad it never happened, but Khabib would have wrecked him. Would have dropped him on his head, and you would have had Congressman Tony Ferguson 3 years ago. So, most disappointing, Jones and Gane. And honestly, my most anticipated fight that never happened was Jon Jones, Anthony Rumble Johnson, RIP. No style bender. I think it'll take a bit longer. We'll see. John would kick Francis's knee out, hyperextend it. Worst fight you've ever seen? Probably Rose Carlos Barza too. If those kicks to the knee made you queasy, go watch Khalil Roundtree, Modescus Bukowskis. So yeah. Go check it out. What is this? Let's see. What is this? I don't know. I'm going to X out of that. Okay. What do you think would have happened between Rumble and Jones? Jones would have took him down and beat him up. Picked him apart from the outside. I would say Jon Jones, third round, rear naked choke submission. RIP. DC would beat Cyril Gane too. Agreed. Look at what DC did to him. He did at least get a good shot against DC. Okay. I think Tony versus Pettis fight was Tony's final prime moment. He was on fire that week. Now he's a walk-in corpse. I don't know, man. We might be overestimating it just because of how bad he looked in his last fight. But he took that fight on 3 weeks' notice. People have to realize that. By the way, 83% picking Jon Jones. Who could Tony beat right now? I don't know. My OBS disconnected. I don't know what happened there, guys. An hour and 46 minutes in, and we had our first disconnect. But we're back. On the embedded Olives team said we were the backup, and Olives made a joke, catch weight. Yeah, it's not going to happen. But imagine all hell would break loose if one of those guys fell out of the card. If Islam or Volk was out, this card would be garbage. This card would be worthless. Imagine if Islam or Volk pulled out of this card. Yair Rodriguez versus Josh Emmett as your new UFC 284 main event. I don't even know if I could watch that shit. I really don't know if I could. This card would be horrific. It would be catastrophic. Imagine what that card... Imagine Jack Della Maddalena, Randy Brown as your co-main event. Ew. Parker Porter, Justin Taff as your featured fight. Ew. That'd be to cancel it. Cancel it. Make it a fight night card. Do something. That would be horrible. That'd be atrocious. That'd be hideous. That would be god awful and just atrocious. I can't imagine. I can't even fathom if Alexander Volkanovski or Islam Makhachev pulled out of that fight card. That'd be the ugliest fight card ever. I mean, this card is lackluster. If you watch my grading UFC 284, you would know that. I graded it, I think like a 5.5, and the only reason I graded it 5.5 was because of the main event. Okay, without the main event, you got Yair, Josh Emmett versus for the main. Randy Brown, Jack Della Maddalena co-main. Justin Taff of Parker Porter feature fight. Jimmy Crute, Alonzo Meningfield, fourth fight on. Opening up the pay-per-view, Tyson Pedro, Modestus Bukowskis. And some more. Horrific. Horrific. Yeah, I'm praying that doesn't happen. Who would win, Manny Bermudez or Don? Who would win a fight between Manny Bermudez and Don Shameless? I have no idea. I have no idea who would win. Look at what DC did to him. He at least got a good shot against DC. Nah, John didn't train for Reyes. He wasn't focused on MMA. John looked motivated, and Jack, I think he will make a statement. We'll find out. I think people are forgetting about the experience differential. I hope we can see Jones versus Stipe before one of them retired. I hope not. I don't want Stipe getting a title shot. Joe, I'm at the press conference waiting for these fighters. Who else is here in the chat? Dude, that's crazy, Bitsy. I thought the press conference wasn't until later. How are you already at the press conference? I thought it wasn't for another 2 hours. You're 2 hours early? You're 2 hours early? Yeah, I don't know. That's crazy, though. What was the first fight you saw? I'm not sure. Like a rerun. Like a rerun of some sort. Maybe. It might have been Chuck Liddell, Wanderlei Silva, maybe. But I don't know. I saw a couple reruns on Spike TV. Tony would destroy Patty? I would hope so. You're a fool if you think Jones is going to waltz into heavies and KO Gane in 2 rounds. Gane has never been finished once in his entire career, and even scary Francis KO Power didn't KO him. Fair enough. Joey, pay your internet bill? I will. Too bad Costa terrified. What do you think of Jordan Levitt as a fighter? I mean, he's bottom of the barrel lightweight. Can you imagine if Tony fought the Leech after all? He would have got destroyed. That he would have. Do you think Islam deserved a shot after beating Bobby Green? Yes, because of the sustained dominance. I almost feel like Charles is a low-key backup because why else would they make fight? No. Dude, he has a teammate fighting. People need to stop saying that dumb shit. It's a huge line, bro. Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense. Send me some pictures on IG, man. Australian getting a weak card is karma. Okay. Imagine Volk flying knee KOs Islam Congressman style. Yeah, Congressman style. Volk flying knee Islam Congressman style. That'd be nuts. Imagine things get heated at the press conference and Volk KOs Islam out cold before the fight happens. People waited hours to get in. That's wild. Do you think Leon Edwards will be long-lasting champ if he beats Usman and Khamzat moves to 185? No. No, I don't. He'll get out-grappled by somebody. He will get out-grappled by somebody, for sure. Who will it be? I don't know. But it'll be someone. Let's see. Let me see something real quick. Boom. Let me take a picture of something right quick. Nothing online right now. That's nuts. Let me X out of this page, X out of this page. I got a million tabs open right now. X out of this page. If you guys haven't liked the stream yet, like the stream. I would greatly appreciate it if you like the stream. Run up the likes on the stream. I will be streaming tomorrow night as well. Let's see what we got going on here. Nothing, and nothing. Let's see if this guy's still alive. This guy is still alive. That's wild. That is wild. I can't believe we're almost at the 2 hour mark, and 73% of you guys is picking Jon Jones. Go, if you're picking Cyril Gane, go vote in the poll. Do you think Leon? Okay, read that. If Jones gets snagged by USADA, does he get cut? It's possible. It's very possible. Imagine Volk flying knee KOs Islam. Okay, read that. Kevin Lee versus Tony Ferguson. No. I can't watch. I can't stomach that. I really can't. I really can't stomach that. If Kevin Lee beats the corpse of Tony Ferguson, I'm going to throw up. I'm going to absolutely throw up. It'd be very sad. It'd be very sad. It'd be very upsetting. And I'd be super disappointed if Kevin Lee won. Now, if we could get if we could get a solid Tony Ferguson win, I'd love it, but I don't think that's happening, to be honest. I don't think that's happening, to be honest. Unfortunately. I don't know, though. Kevin Lee's garbage, so maybe it would happen. Kevin Lee's straight up garbage, so it's possible. I don't know what time the presser is. That's what people have been telling me, 3. Imagine Buff introduces Jorge as Congressman Masvidal next fight. That should be his new nickname, I'm telling you. I'm pointing 0.1 unit on Volk just because I'm a homer. I can afford to lose that, but imagine if he wins. That'd be crazy. Who is Charles' teammate out of curiosity? I forgot. Let me go look. Elvis Brenner. I thought that's who it was, but I wasn't 100%. I couldn't remember the name. I'm getting tired. Presser starts in an hour. Starts at 2. There you go. Makes sense then that you're there. Do you think Charles is done? No. No, I do not think Charles is done. Let's see what we got. Let's see. Gaming. Live. Some dude streaming Grand Theft Auto. I'm done. How does this person have 386,000 subscribers? That's crazy. Is this even live? They don't have that many viewers, I guess because it's super late. Charles will be champion one day again. We'll see. I doubt that. It's nice that Tony will always have a moment at 216 where he lifted the belt after subbing Lee. Even if it was an interim title, he deserved it. You were right. I agree. 100%. Tony B versus Hooker? No, I think Hooker beats up Tony. All right, looks like 70% voted for Jon Jones. 70% get voted for Jon Jones. Joey, my Venom kit just arrived. Let's go. You're prepared. Look, guys, I found this gaming channel. It's some woman gaming. She has 60 people watching. So she has a decent amount of people watching. We've had between 70 and 100 all night. But look, I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to send you guys to her channel. She's playing the new Hogwarts game. Go support her. Go tell her MMA Joey sent you. Like her stream, subscribe to her channel, stick around. I don't know. I've been trying to send you guys to other channels, like just random channels when I get off here. So I'm going to post the link in the chat in a second. And go support her channel and say MMA Joey sent you in the chat. I think it'll be funny. I like doing it. We did it to that one random guy. He messaged me, or not messaged me, commented it, and he commented and it was like so appreciative of it. I usually like to find people with like a lot less subscribers. Like she's got a good amount of subscribers, but it's the only one I could really find. I just searched gaming and found it. So I am going to post the link in the chat. Go to her stream, show her some support, like her video, subscribe to her channel, watch some of the video gameplay, and it'll be fun. So thank you guys. Go to the link in the chat. MMA Joey sent you in the chat. Go rate her stream. And I will see you guys later. Thank you for watching. I'll be streaming tomorrow night. I appreciate every single one of you. Don't forget to like this stream before you go to that stream. So like this stream, then go to the link in the chat and say MMA Joey sent you. I appreciate you guys and good night, and I will talk to you tomorrow.